Okay. Today's class, I'll be teaching you frequency domain specifications. Frequency domain specifications. There are four frequency domain specifications: resonant frequency, resonant peak, bandwidth, and cutoff frequency. So one by one, I'll be teaching you. There are four frequency domain specifications: resonant frequency, resonant peak, bandwidth, and cutoff rate. Not frequency, cutoff rate. So, first what we do is we will consider a negative feedback system. We will consider negative feedback system as shown in this figure. G of s is given by omega n square into s plus 2 zeta into omega n. Zeta is the natural frequency of the system. Zeta is the damping ratio, and omega n is the natural frequency of the system. Zeta is the damping ratio. Zeta is the damping ratio, and omega n is the natural frequency. Omega n is natural frequency of the system. This I call figure number 1. Let us consider a negative feedback system. Let us consider a negative feedback system as depicted in figure 1. The closed loop transfer function, CLTF, means closed loop transfer function of the system is. The closed loop transfer function of the system is T of s is equal to C of s divided by R of s is equal to G of s divided by 1 plus G of s into H of s. G of s is omega n square divided by s into s plus 2 zeta omega n divided by 1 plus omega n square divided by s into s plus 2 zeta omega n into 1. So this can be simplified as omega n square divided by s square plus 2 zeta omega n into s plus omega n square. Letting s is equal to j omega gives T of j omega is equal to omega n square divided by j square omega square plus 2 zeta omega n into j omega plus omega n square equals omega n square divided by minus omega square plus j times 2 zeta omega into omega n plus omega n square. Dividing both numerator and denominator by omega n square gives T of j omega is equal to 1 over minus 1 plus j times 2 zeta omega by omega n plus 1. Sorry, this is minus omega square by omega n square. What I have done is I divided the numerator by omega n square, denominator by omega n square. Okay, that gives T of j omega is equal to this much. Let u is equal to omega by omega n be defined as normalized frequency. Then T of j omega is equal to 1 over minus u square plus j times 2 zeta into u plus 1. Hence, m is equal to magnitude of T of j omega is equal to 1 over square root of real part square, which is 1 minus u square whole square, plus imaginary part square, which is 2 square is 4, zeta square u square. Square root of real part square, real part is 1 minus u square. What is imaginary part? 2 times zeta u. Real part square plus imaginary part square under root. The plot of m versus omega is called magnitude response. Is called magnitude response. X-axis is u. U is what? Omega by omega n. Y-axis stands for m. This is the plot of m versus u when delta is less than 1 by root 2. When u is equal to 0, the magnitude is 1. This I will call figure number 2. Figure number 3 I will show here. Again, x-axis is u. Y-axis is m. This is the plot of m versus u when zeta is greater or equal to 1 by root. It is not delta, this is zeta. See, earlier when I was a student, damping ratio is denoted by delta. Therefore, I sometimes accidentally write delta for damping ratio, but in today's convention it should be zeta. Right? Delta and zeta are used interchangeably in the examination also. Some people give delta, some people give zeta, but to be more precise, in today's convention zeta is the right symbol for damping ratio. So when zeta is greater or equal to 1 by root 2, there is no overshoot. There is no resonant peak. Okay, I'll come to that. What is the resonant peak? I'll explain. First one is resonant frequency. Resonant frequency. The frequency at which m equal to magnitude of T of j omega is maximum. The frequency at which m is equal to magnitude of T of j omega is maximum is called resonant frequency. In this figure, this is the resonant frequency. Correct? In the case of zeta greater or equal to 1 by root 2, This itself is the resonant frequency. Let us now derive the expression for UR. To find UR, we set dm by du at u equal to UR equal to 0. We set dm by du at u equal to UR equal to 0. Differentiate the expression for m with respect to u, and this has to be used, correct, to find UR when zeta is less than 1 by root 2. To find UR when zeta is less than 1 by root 2, we set dm by du at u equal to UR to 0. This implies, differentiate this. Please note, d by dx of 1 by root x is equal to minus half into x to the power minus 3 by 2. This is nothing but minus half into 1 over x to the power 3 by 2. Now here x is the quantity inside the square root. This implies minus half into 1 over 1 minus u square whole square plus 4 times zeta square u square to the power 3 by 2 into differential of the inner function. Differentiate this. So what you get? 2 into 1 minus u square into minus 2u plus minus 2u, correct. So what is this? 2 times 1 into differential of the inner function, 2 into 1 minus u square into minus 2u plus 4 times zeta square into 2u. At u equal to UR must be equal to 0. At u equal to UR must be equal to 0. Cross multiplying, we get, this implies minus 2 into minus 2 is minus 4. Minus 4 times UR into 1 minus UR square plus 4 times 4 into 2 is 8. 8 times or 4 times zeta square into 2 times UR is equal to 0. Dividing throughout by 4 times UR gives minus 1 minus UR square plus 2 times zeta square equal to 0. This implies 1 minus UR square is equal to 2 times zeta square. This implies UR is equal to square root of 1 minus 2 times zeta square. What is UR? UR is omega R by omega n is equal to square root of 1 minus 2 zeta square. Hence, resonant frequency omega R is equal to omega n into square root of 1 minus 2 zeta square. So expression for UR is square root of 1 minus 2 zeta square. UR is equal to square root of 1 minus 2 zeta square. Omega R is called natural frequency. UR is called normalized natural frequency. Next we will derive the expression for resonant peak. Second one, resonant peak. Resonant peak. The maximum value of m equal to modulus of t of j omega is called resonant peak. Is called resonant peak. This is resonant peak. Resonant peak. And in this case, this itself is resonant peak. When zeta is greater than equal to 1 by root 2, resonant peak is 1. When zeta is less than 1 by root 2, resonant peak is greater than 1. Okay. When zeta is less than 1 by root 2, mr is equal to value of m at u is equal to ur is equal to square root of 1 minus 2 zeta square. What is the expression for m? 1 over square root of 1 minus u square whole square plus 4 times zeta square u square evaluated at u equal to ur. So what you get? You get 1 over square root of 1 minus ur square whole square plus 4 times zeta square into ur square is equal to 1 over square root of 1 minus ur square. What is ur square? 1 minus 2 times zeta square plus 4 times zeta square into ur square. What is ur square? 1 minus 2 times zeta square. So this is nothing but 1 over square root of, this is 4 times zeta to the power 4, 1 gets cancelled, plus 4 times zeta square minus 8 times zeta to the power 4. This implies mr is equal to 1 over square root of 4 zeta to the power 4, 4 zeta square minus 4 zeta to the power 4. So this is nothing but 1 over square root of 4 zeta square, we take common, that gives 1 minus 2 times zeta square. This is nothing but 1 over 2 times zeta into square root of 1 minus 2 times, so this is, okay, 1 minus zeta square. This is the expression. So 4 zeta square I have taken common, so you get under square root 4 zeta square into 1 minus zeta square. 4 zeta square, if you take out of the square root sign, you get 2 zeta. 2 zeta into square root of 1 minus zeta square. This is the expression for resonant peak. When zeta is greater than or equal to 1 by root 2, mr is equal to 1. Next is bandwidth. Bandwidth. It is defined as the frequency. It is defined as the frequency. It is defined as the frequency at which m equal to magnitude of t of j omega drops to 1 by root 2 times its value at omega equal to 0. Omega equal to 0 is same as u equal to 0. U is omega by omega n. If omega is 0, u is 0. Okay. Derivation for this. We know that m is equal to 1 over square root of 1 minus u square plus 4 times zeta square u square. When u is equal to ub, see, when u is equal to ub, this is ub, when u is equal to ub, what is the value of m? The value of m is 1 by root 2. This value is 1 by root 2. Similarly here also, when u is equal to ub, value of m is 1 by root 2. What is ub? ub is omega b by omega n. ub is called normalized bandwidth, omega b is called bandwidth. When u is equal to ub, m is equal to 1 by root 2. Hence 1 over square root of 1 minus ub square whole square plus 4 times zeta square ub square is equal to 1 by root 2. Cross multiply and square both sides. Cross multiplying what we get? We get square root of 1 minus ub square whole square plus 4 times zeta square ub square is equal to root 2. Squaring both sides, what we get? Squaring both sides we get 1 minus ub square whole square plus 4 times zeta square ub square is equal to 2. This is 1 plus ub to the power 4 minus 2 times ub square plus 4 times zeta square ub square minus 2 equal to 0. This implies ub to the power 4 plus ub square, if you take common, you get 4 zeta square minus 2 minus 1 equal to 0. 4 zeta square minus 2 equal to 0. Put ub square is equal to x. Then x square plus 4 zeta square minus 2 into x minus 1 equal to 0. Therefore, what is x? X is equal to minus b. This is b. What is a here? A is equal to 1. C is equal to 1. The equation is of the form ax square plus bx plus c. What is the square root? What are the roots? Minus b minus 4 zeta square minus 2 plus minus root of b square, that means 4 zeta square minus 2 whole square minus 4ac plus 4 divided by 2a. Minus sign I drop. Only positive sign is taken before the square root to ensure that x is always positive. So this implies x is equal to what? X is equal to ub square is equal to, this becomes 2 minus 4 zeta square plus square root of 16 zeta to the power 4 minus 16 zeta square plus 4 plus 4 divided by 2. This implies ub square is equal to, divide each element of the numerator by 2. So you get what? 1 minus 2 zeta square plus square root of 4 zeta to the power 4 minus 4 zeta square plus 2. Therefore, ub is equal to omega b by omega n is equal to square root of 1 minus 2 zeta square plus root of 4 times zeta to the power 4 minus 4 times zeta square plus 2. This implies bandwidth omega b equals, omega n into root of 1 minus 2 zeta square plus square root of 4 zeta to the power 4 minus 4 zeta square plus 2. This is the formula for bandwidth omega b. Next, what is cutoff rate? The shape of the magnitude response is called cutoff rate. Fourth one, cutoff rate. Cutoff rate. The shape of the magnitude response. The shape of the magnitude response. Shape of the magnitude response is called cutoff rate. Is called cutoff rate. Cut-off, cutoff rate. Next, correlation between frequency domain and time domain specifications. Correlation between frequency and time domain specifications. Correlation between frequency and time domain specifications. What is the formula for MR? MR is equal to 1 over 2 zeta square root of 1 minus zeta square. I'll call equation 1. What is the formula for bandwidth omega b? Omega n into square root of 1 minus 2 zeta square plus square root of 4 zeta to the power 4 minus 4 zeta square plus 2. This is equation 2. What is the formula for rise time? Formula for rise time is pi minus phi divided by omega n into square root of 1 minus zeta square. First, bandwidth omega b is frequency domain specification, omega n is time domain specification. Omega b, that is bandwidth, is directly proportional to omega, to natural frequency. Natural frequency is what? Omega n. Second one, for a stable system, M should be MR should be finite. MR should be finite and positive. Third one, when zeta is less than 0, MR is negative. Also, when zeta equals 0, MR is equal to infinity. This means MR has no meaning when the system is unstable. So for a stable system, MR should be finite and positive. Therefore, when MR is infinity, correct, and when MR is negative, correct, the system is unstable and MR has no meaning. System is unstable means for a dead system, how can you speak of MR? Fourth one, say bandwidth is directly proportional to omega n. Rise time is inversely proportional to omega n. Therefore, omega b and tr are inversely proportional to each other. From equations 2 and 3, we find that omega b and tr are inversely proportional to each other. Fifth one, MR and omega B are proportional to each other when delta lies between 0 and 1 by root 2. So I am going to write omega B and MR are proportional to each other, when zeta is greater than 0, less than 1 by root 2. When zeta is greater than 0, less than 1 by root 2. This is the correlation between frequency domain and time domain specifications. Next, we'll do a simple problem. A negative feedback system has G of s, H of s is equal to K divided by S into S plus A. K divided by S into S plus A. Find the values of K and A so that MR is equal to 1.04 and omega R is equal to 11.44 radians per second. Find the values of K and A so that MR is equal to 1.04 and omega R is equal to 11.55 radians per second. Second part, for the values of K found in part 1, for the values of K and A found in part 1, find settling time Ts and bandwidth omega b. very standard problem solution. Recall MR is equal to 1 over 2 zeta into square root of 1 minus zeta square when zeta is less than 1 by root 2. Given, hence, MR is given as 1.04. 1.04 is equal to 1 over 2 times zeta into square root of 1 minus zeta square. So this implies 2 times zeta into square root of 1 minus zeta square is equal to 1 over 1.04. You will get a quadratic. Solving the above, we get solving the above equation gives zeta is equal to 0.6 and zeta is equal to 0.8. Since zeta should be less than 1 by root 2, we take zeta is equal to 0.6. Recall, omega r is equal to omega n into square root of 1 minus 2 times zeta square. This implies, what is omega r? 11.55 is equal to omega n into square root of 1 minus 2 zeta square. Zeta is what? 0.6 whole square. You solve for omega n. If you solve for omega n, you get 21.8 radians per second. You have got zeta equal to 0.6, omega n is equal to 21.8 radians per second. The system characteristic equation is 1 plus g of s h of s equal to 0. This implies 1 plus k divided by s into s plus k is equal to 0. This implies s square plus as plus k equal to 0. This I call equation 1. The system characteristic equation is 1 plus g of s h of s equal to 0. G of s h of s is given as k divided by s into s plus a. The reference characteristic equation is s square plus 2 times zeta into omega n into s plus omega n square equal to 0. Equation 2. Comparing equations 1 and 2. Comparing equations 1 and 2 gives 2 times zeta into omega n is equal to a and omega n square is equal to k. Hence, k is equal to, what is omega n? 21.8 whole square. 21.8 whole square. 21.8 whole square means you get 475. And what is A? A is equal to 2 times zeta into omega n. 2 times zeta. Zeta is 0.6. Omega n is what? 21.8. So if you calculate the value of A, you get 26.2. Please check the answers. So first part of the problem is solved. This problem requires the knowledge of time domain specifications and frequency domain specifications. Both they are combined and this problem is created. We shall go to next part. First part of the problem is done. We go to second part. second part. For plus minus 2% tolerance band, for plus minus 2% tolerance band, settling time Ts is equal to 4 pi zeta into omega n. 4 times zeta is 0.6, omega n is 21.8. So you will get 0.305 seconds. 0.305 seconds. Next we want to find bandwidth. Formula for bandwidth is omega b is equal to omega n into square root of 1 minus 2 zeta square plus square root of 4 zeta to the power 4 minus 4 zeta square plus 2. Zeta is 0.6, omega n is 21.8. So you get the answer 25 radians per second. This is the most frequently asked problem in the examination. So please go through this problem. One more problem, I will give you homework. This problem you have to try. Refer the negative feedback system. Refer the negative feedback system shown in the figure below. K divided by S into S plus 6.54. Find omega r, mr and omega b for k is equal to 5, 21.39 and 100. I'll give the brief idea solution. The system characteristic equation is 1 plus k divided by s into s plus 6.54 is equal to 0. This implies s square plus 6.54 into s plus k is equal to 0. Comparing this with reference characteristic equation, we get 2 times zeta into omega n is equal to 6.54 and omega n square is equal to k. This equation I have compared with reference characteristic equation. This implies what is zeta? Zeta is equal to 6.54 by 2 into omega n. What is omega n? Omega n is root k. This implies omega n is equal to root k. That means omega n and zeta could be found if k is known. I'll create a table now. This table you have to fill. Here I write k. What is the expression for omega r? Omega r is equal to omega n into square root of 1 minus 2 zeta square when zeta is less than 1 by root 2. Omega r is equal to 0 when zeta is greater or equal to 1 by root 2. So you find what is zeta. If zeta is less than 1 by root 2, use this expression. If zeta is greater or equal to 1 by root 2, omega r is equal to 0. What is the formula for mr? Mr is equal to 1 over 2 times zeta into square root of 1 minus zeta square. This has to be used when zeta is less than 1 by root 2. Mr is equal to 1 when zeta is greater or equal to 1 by root 2. Last one is bandwidth. Formula for bandwidth is omega b is equal to omega n into square root of 1 minus 2 zeta square plus square root of 4 zeta to the power 4 minus 4 zeta square plus 2. The values of k given are 5. So one more, the values of k. Okay, so here this is k, this is zeta. What is omega n? Zeta. Zeta comma omega n. K is 5, 21.39 and 100. For each value of k, find zeta and omega n. Use these expressions and get the answer. So for 5, I'll write omega r. Omega r is 0, 0 and 8.66 radians per second. Mr is equal to 1.618. Zeta and omega n you find using these two expressions. Bandwidth is 0.867 radians per second, 4.620 radians per second and 14.346 radians per second. This is how, if you want the values of zeta and omega, that also I can write it for you. This is 1.46 is zeta and omega n is 2.24. This is 0.707 is zeta, omega n is 4.62. 0.327 is zeta, omega n is 10. So this problem is completed. Please note that the unit of omega n is radians per second. So we have finished the problem. Okay, 1.46, let me check, 2.24, 0.707, 4.62. Because of shortage of space, I written zeta comma omega n. The first value refers to zeta, after comma it is omega n. With this we have finished the problem. Thank you.